What in the world is a MOBA? Well, the whole reason why you're here is to answer that question. It might be a game like League of Legends or Dota 2, which you may have heard of or want to get into. I know some people prefer eye contact, but since I can't particularly give it to you in this case, here you go. All you really need to get started is a computer and a mouse and maybe use your thinking cap. This is the regular Dota 2 and League of Legends map layout. The map has 3 lanes branching from the bottom left and the top right bases. From each step there is a lane going to the opponent's base. Normally there is 2 people in the top lane, 1 person in the middle lane, and 2 people in the bottom lane. In the top lane, there is normally a couple tanks, which we will get to later, a magic user who is normally middle, an ADC, and support is bottom lane. Before every match starts, you will be greeted with this screen showing who is on your team and who you are going up against. As you can see here, every enemy team and every team you are on is different. None are almost the same, and everyone has different tactics. I will now start to entertain you with gameplay. I'm going to go top lane with Xerath, who's normally a mid character. As you can see here, this is a summoner's pool where you will start every game. You can now see me enter the store. Entering the store allows you to spend in-game money on items which allow you to gain more power. In the laning phase, killing minions to get gold is vital. This not only adds to your power, but allows you to get a leg up on your opponents. A few of the ways that you get gold is from last hitting minions, which is very important. You want to try and hit the ones that are at low health. Here you can see our first objective in the top right corner, their turret. Removing their turret allows you to get 150 gold per turret, and allows you to get a little further towards their base. Here in another game, I'm last hitting the minions, which as you can see is indicated by the yellow gold symbols above their heads as I kill them. As you can see in the bottom left, next to my character picture and under my items, I have enough money to go back to the store and get what I want. Here you can see me recalling, which is taking me back to my base. As I look through the store, I'm wondering what kind of item I should get next. With my character, he's a mixed damage champion. This means that he does 2 types of damage, attack damage and magic damage. This allows your team to get a better damage output and also stops the enemy team from being able to stop one form of damage entirely. Eye contact. ADC stands for all damage carry, and what they're supposed to do is do a lot of damage in a team fight. Alongside them in the early game is the support, a person who's supposed to build tanky and take up a lot of damage. In the top lane, there's some more tanky characters that go there. Most of the time, there's going to be only one person going top, because there is a person who, instead of going inside the lane, goes inside the jungle. This allows for a person to gain more experience in the lane. After the laning phase, there's the teamfight phase. This is when both teams go into a single lane and try and win it over by overwhelming their opponents. After dying, the respawn timer slowly gets longer and longer as the game progresses. Removing your opponents for this amount of time allows you to move further into the enemy base and maybe even win the game. In a team fight, removing the person who does the most damage in the first place is how you should win. Look at every death and see who does the most damage and try and focus them in the next team fight. If your team can work together and remove them from the fight, then you have better odds at winning. Here we are sieging the enemy base and removing the 2 turrets that guard their nexus. As the 2 turrets fall, you can now start attacking the nexus. If you keep on your toes and work together with your team, hopefully you'll see the victory screen like we do here. Always start your game with a laugh and a dance. Good luck, summoners. Have fun.